years ago we had bees, but unfortunately they never made it through the winter. So we're going to give it another shot. My parents' hive has just gotten big enough that they're comfortable splitting it, so we packed up a nuke of some of those bees with some honey and some pollen today, and we brought it home. So this is the field behind our house. We have permission from the landowner to keep bees back here, and as you can kind of see, it's absolutely packed with wildflowers right now. It's full of vetch and clover that are all in bloom. All those little purple flowers are little pieces of vetch. And then I've just got to dig out and set up a spot for the bees right about here and get that somewhat level. So I was just about to level this area and I found we have a lovely infestation of ants inside of these cinder blocks. So using some different cinder blocks to deal with that. You can see they're in both of them there. So yeah, little change of plans, but same spot, different blocks.
Okay, so we're just going to talk about what's in front of us here now, which is, this is the Warre hive, without the top on right now. And Matthew built this hive, and it is kind of an older traditional hive, and it comes with the idea of like a bees liking to come into a hollow tree. And the top bars in a Warre hive don't come with your pre-made frames like most Langstroth hives. So it's the bees' responsibility to make their own frame out of beeswax. So in a Langstroth hive, you have already a little plastic comb, so it gives the bees kind of a head start. So with the Warre, it's a little bit of different shape. Just another neat thing as to why we wanted the Warre hive was because we wanted to kind of do it like the most natural way and to get as much beeswax as we could. So typically, and a lot of like commercial beekeepers or a lot of people who do get into backyard beekeeping, most people do use a Langstroth hive. So when you're going to get a nuke of bees, you will likely be faced with this Langstroth hive. So what we have done is we've built, or Matthew has built, a Langstroth adapter box. So for the roof, we have dry shavings, and then we have burlap bag on top of that stapled in. And what that does is try to control the temperature, but more so prevents high humidity, because that adds like risk for mildew and all that kind of stuff. So inside the adapter box we have this, and it's a frame that holds a Warre top bar, and so that encourages them to build a comb here. And then what we'll do is when they start to fill this in with comb, we'll come back and we will take this out and put it in this box, and that will encourage the bees to go from the adapter box down, and eventually they will work their way down.
That's the hive mostly set up, no bees installed yet, but you can see down through that adapter box the regular Warre box underneath. So that's not the typical roof you would see on a Warre hive. They have like a traditional peaked roof, but this allows us to adapt that nuke or Langstroth size frame into that box, and then once they've all moved out of there, we can take that nuke box off the top and put the traditional roof back on. Alright, so I'm going to stand back here and be afraid, and Monica is going to get ready to start taking some frames from the nuke box, getting them in to this adapter box that's on top of our frame. So we have lots of capped brood there.
That's not a bee.
Yeah.
But where these bees have it go?
The bees are going to live here now.
You want to go to bee then?
What? We're maybe going to move back and let Mummy and the camera do the bees.
So if you can see, in this one there's capped honey, uncapped honey, and some more brood. And you can see some larvae in there, the white worm-like in the cells. And the bees seem pretty calm, really, for the big transition. Just making sure we didn't bring home the queen, but I'd be very surprised if we did. And just like that. Now we just wait and see if they develop a queen, which hopefully in 21 days they do that. Go, Jasper. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. Jasper. And just like that, we got ourselves a beehive. So they have lots to eat. As Matt mentioned earlier, I showed you the purple vetch. They were full of bees on our way here. So we're just gonna walk away and let the bees do the magic.